Okay, so we'll walk around this 1987, I think it is. It's certainly on an e-registration. It's 1987, I'm fairly sure. Land Rover 110 military spec. Totally original, or as near as they come. I think the front grille's been replaced. We're told this one's come from Cyprus, and certainly the paint on it, especially, well, not just the colour scheme, but the fact that the paint is fairly sort of worn and weathered, would lead me to think that that's probably the case. And it was certainly only released from Army service in very late 2010, and it's really rather stunning actually, especially underneath. You can see there's some surface rusting on the chassis. The chassis looks like it's never been protected. If it's staying over in the UK too much longer, you might want to protect that chassis. But you've got a splendid chassis on this one, as I say, because of where it's been, and bulkhead and everything. It's really lovely and straight. According to the discharge paperwork, the Army cast paperwork as they call it, it's actually an ex-SAS vehicle. So let's walk around it and pick out some good bits and bad bits. Obviously it's got the big aerial on here. I think it is an ex-radio vehicle, although it is 12 volt rather than 24 volt, and I think it's always been 12 volt. There's certainly an Army label on the back saying it's 12. It's got the Army front bumper obviously with the centre pin, bonnet mounted spare. It's got all the fitments here for tools and stuff, although we don't have any of the tools for it, and the mattock and things. The correct jerry can holders on the sides, NATO tow hook and rear bumperettes. There's the thing that says it's 12 volt negative earth there, and that's about it. And inside, standard military spec, so twin seats. The only difference, this one, it's got a big fire extinguisher in it, and also a pair of gun racks that look like for SA-80s go in there. But as I say, totally original, ungot at, unmolested, and really rather splendid actually. Haven't seen one in quite this sort of standard ex-military ones for some while. The paint, as I say, I would be tempted to leave as it is. It's got a lot of patina to it and a lot of fading because it's been in the sun, but it looks really authentic and looks exactly the way it should do. Obviously you can repaint it if you want to, because they're always painted by hand anyway, but I would leave it. As I say, I think it looks great the way it is. What have we got here? Very slight sort of denty depression just there, just on the grille panel, and a little bit of paint loss and stuff up here. It's obviously had a very slight knock just here in the corner of the headlight panel, which has pushed it back a tiny little bit, and lost a fair bit of paint around here up the top of the headlight panel, and a large chunk of paint missing off the top of the near side front wing. But otherwise, down the side, she's pretty good and straight by Land Rover standards. So this is now, what, 24 years old, this one. Just a few sort of minor parking dinks and donks in it here and there. Scuttle panel, fantastic. Looks like it's never been painted, filled, anything nasty in there at all. That's really good. And down the A-post, absolutely spot on. Oh, it's also got a matching set of, I should have mentioned this, matching set of very new looking Michelin 750/16 all-terrain tyres on it, which all look pretty new. In fact, the spare as well, yeah, set of 5, which are all looking in really good shape. Near side door is all good. Obviously, being a military one, they've got the military doors on, and those doors are in super shape really. Just a little bit of surface rusting here and there just coming up. You can see the footwell panel on the near side there. That's all great. Interior is very good. Again, it's got the pattern you expect from an ex-military vehicle that's 24 years old and so, but it hasn't been modified or got at all. It's exactly as it should be. That's my spare can of diesel in the back. Doesn't come with it. Some switching up here, presumably for the radio system that was fitted to it. But that's all inside. Standard military seats and stuff. Near side rear wing panel and everything is all great. There is a bit of electrolytic reaction and paint loss just up here. I'm not quite sure what was fitted there. I can't recall, but something's obviously been fitted there at some point and then taken off again. And it's got all its correct bits around the tail end. Cross member looks fantastic on it. Just have a look inside the back there. Yeah, splendid. As I say, it really could do with, if it's staying in the UK, some proper chassis protection really. We won't do it so you can see what's underneath it, but in the back here it's all exactly as it should be. Tailgate bottom is fantastic, no problems there at all. Tailgate shuts nice, and the tailgate again has got the fitments for the tools and things on the back of it. Down the offside, once again, first class. Just the usual sort of odd scar in the paintwork here and there, given its age. But like I say, I would leave the paintwork as it is. That's just my preference. Inside here, again, the driver's door, just a slight split in the bottom of the frame just down there, but that's not really too much of a problem. And the rest of the door looks good, door tops as well. Floors on the driver's side look really good. Yeah, that's all nice. A-post, very good, and again, scuttle panel on the driver's side, first class. So yes, really, I'd say that, you know, its provenance, where it's come from, is pretty much exactly as we thought. It's all good in there, so it really needs a good coat of underseal, really, more than anything else. That's about it, really. It's cracker, it really is. I haven't seen the next military one quite as good as this for some while, as I say. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353, or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk. We take part exchanges. We take Visa and MasterCard debit cards and credit cards with a 2% surcharge for credit cards. We can ship it anywhere you like in the world.